All right, we're recording. Let's put in the. There we go. Okay, welcome everybody. We are Jen and Joel from JJ Travel Associates, and we're going to talk about Christmas markets, the Christmas markets on the Rhine in 2027. That's what we're going to get to, but we're going to talk about Christmas markets and river cruising in general. So that is not the right screen. Let's see. Where is my PowerPoint? Oh, here we go.
Should we ask them if they can see it?
Well, they can't see it yet, but they will in a minute. You can. That's not the right one. Screen sharing. Here we go. Christmas markets. Here we go. So you should now be able to see my PowerPoint presentation, which I'm not going to read. I won't bore everybody to tears with it, but we're going to use it as just sort of a guideline for the information. So first of all, let me introduce your two hosts for the next 20 minutes or so. Joel and Jennifer were the co-owners of JJ Travel Associates, located in New Jersey, serving clients all over the United States and sending them around the world on vacations that combine elements of history, culture, and fun. So Christmas markets fits right into it.
Most fun.
You have anything?
Nope.
Jen doesn't like to talk, so it's a good thing I talk enough for both of us. You are muted. Knock yourself out. I mentioned before, but for the sake of recording, this is being recorded on the 24th, April 28th, 2025. The recording will be available. We're going to go through Christmas markets, go through what you can expect on a Christmas market, why it's so much fun, why I haven't gotten a haircut in a long time, and eventually we're going to land on a very special opportunity to travel Christmas 2027. So that's that. We're going to answer some questions at the end. If you have them along the way, you can type them in and we will address them at the end. And of course, you can reach out to us by phone or on our website, jjtravelassociates.com. So there you go. Let's get to it.
That's the other one.
What's the other one? Oh, don't confuse me.
Okay, doesn't matter.
Whatever. We'll make it work. Here we go. So, Christmas markets. We love river cruising. It's the greatest thing in the world for a lot of reasons. But doing a Christmas market on a river cruise is just an exceptional thing. So, Christmas markets, if you're not familiar, there's hundreds of Christmas markets in Europe. It's not necessarily specifically religious. There's all kinds of crafts and food, and one of us may be interested in the mulled wine. The other one is me. I'm not. No, that's not true. So it's just
glue wine.
Glue wine. It's a lot of fun to do Christmas markets. And so on a river cruise, you stop at all these little towns. You get to go on excursions, which we'll get into. But we're going to go talk about on the Rhine. And everywhere you go is like being in a snow globe or a Hallmark Christmas movie, which is just the coolest thing. Especially we're going to call in all our favors and make sure there's some snow in December of 2027. But it's like stepping into these old communities, old cities, where not just the architecture is beautiful, which it is, but you're stepping into all these traditions and interacting with all these craftspeople who just do beautiful handiwork. It's just an exceptional experience as you go through all these little towns. It's like, I don't know. I guess the more wine, the better the stories, the better the crafts look, the more fun you have, maybe. But it's just these towns are just beautiful, and I can't wait to see them. I have not yet done a Christmas market cruise, but I'm really excited to do it. So on these things, you go kind of at your own pace. You get off in the morning. Sign up for an excursion. There's 3 different ones. We'll get into those. But it's a leisurely stroll through these Christmas markets. So that is.
And we'll have a excursion that would be a normal excursion for being on the Rhine, and then have the Christmas markets in addition. So it's kind of like having 2 in each port.
Yeah, that's right. Here we are in South Africa, not on a Christmas market cruise. Anyway, so you can see these towns are just they're so cute when they're decorated at Christmas. So again, you're going with on a river cruise in particular, you're going with a small number of people, like 150 people or so. So it is just really a nice way to go through, get some shopping done, see all these cute little towns, all decorated for the holidays. So if you've never been on a river cruise, like we said, it's one of our favorite ways to travel. The ships are very small. The people who are worried about seasickness, if you don't get seasick in the bathtub, you're fine on a river cruise. There's no waves.
You don't even know you're moving.
You don't even know you're moving. You just float up to the next town, and they put a little dock down, and it literally looks like a wheelchair ramp kind of. It flops off from the side of the boat onto the shore, and you stroll into these little cities. In some cases, you ride a bus for a little bit to get to the city, but basically you're right in the middle of these cities. On river cruises, there's all kinds of places. The spaces have lots of windows to look around. You can see all the sights. And in one place in particular on these cruises, there's just a ton of castles and things to see. But
yes, so one day there's a Rhine Gorge Day where you see about 40 castles in the in a 2-hour period.
Yeah. So everywhere you go is a very scenic scenery on the cruise, and the river boats are all glass in the front. They're just exceptional ways to see the countryside. On a river cruise, the beauty of it, unlike in the ocean, is most everything is included. Your food is included. Your excursions are included.
Your wine is included.
Your wine is included. Beer and wine are included at.
Actually, everything is included.
We'll get to that. Okay. But at the moment, on a general river cruise, beer and wine are included at lunch and dinner. And usually you can get them to pour you a mimosa or a glass of wine with breakfast too. But
I may have done
that. So anyway, that's the beauty of river cruises in a nutshell. It's a calm pace, slow pace. They all have different activity levels. So slow walkers, if you have some difficulty getting around, regular walking tours for those who are better able to walk up hills and on cobblestone roads and those kinds of things. And they also have an active tour, something like bikes usually, or hiking. I'm
not sure if there are going to be bikes because it's December.
There are bike tours.
There are?
Yes, there are.
I didn't even know.
There you go. So anyway, so that's it. It's all inclusive. Wi-Fi is included, drinks included at beer and wine included for lunch and dinner. All your food is included. So unlike and all your activities. So unlike ocean cruises, once you pay, there's very few upcharges. We're going to do the Rhine, but there are different river cruises all over. I mentioned there's literally hundreds of Christmas markets in all these little towns along these rivers. So if you can't come on the cruise with us on the Rhine, there are lots of other options that we have available too. So the most popular ones are on the Danube and the Rhine by far. So Uh, let's talk about the Rhine.
Okay.
This is one of the most popular ones. We're going to talk about the one that we are actually going to do. But in general, the cruises on the Rhine, you start in Amsterdam. You're there overnight in Amsterdam. So on the day of embarkation, you can get around, take a canal cruise, which we did when we were there last year, right? It's a beautiful way to see the city. So that's an option. You could hop a short bus ride to Utrecht, and do a walking tour of that little city, and also in Utrecht a beer tasting tour if that is what.
So even though you haven't gotten on the ship yet, these are included.
Yeah,
on day one.
These are included on day one. So you drop your bags off at the ship, and then off you go on these excursions. So right out of the gate, you're on the move, and all of these things you do choose in advance. But between you and me and Jen, if you get on and you change your mind for whatever reason, they'll let you change your mind. It
doesn't matter.
Very, very low key on a river cruise. So that's that. Like I said, there's something for everybody.
And you're not paying for anything, so it doesn't matter if you change your mind. So it's not like an excursion and an ocean cruise where you would have paid for it and then changing it is a big deal. So you're just saying, I want to pick biking over beer tasting.
I am not doing that, but you could if you wanted to. So then you tootle down the river, and in Düsseldorf, you have like I said, an option to do walking or bike tours of the old town. You also have the option to go to Cologne. Both of these have just a ton of cool Christmas markets. They have like hundreds of stalls of all things that you can look at, all these individual craftspeople, which are.
Look at how cute those little snowman cookies are.
Yeah, makes me kind of hungry, I gotta tell you. So yeah, the Old City, it's known as the longest bar in the world. I don't know if you knew that, but it's my kind of place, the longest bar in the world. This is a very lively city, whether you do Cologne or Dusseldorf. There's a lot going on, especially at the Christmas season. There's a lot going on there. Cologne, one of the stops on the Cologne tour is one of the big, beautiful cathedrals that I love so much. And for those who are interested in pipe organs, they are plentiful on this cruise. So that's that. And in all of these places, but I'm going to throw it out. You really have to try the wine, and you really have to try the gingerbread in all of these little places.
And maybe the apple desserts.
And if you were so inclined to be addicted to apple desserts, you might want to try those too. I feel seen. Off to the next stop in Rüdesheim. This is what she was talking about before, what Jen was talking about. It's an afternoon in Rüdesheim, but between when you sail in the morning, you're going along this Rhine Gorge, which is just filled with beautiful castles. They're really, really cool.
And we'll probably sit people sit on the deck at the top, and like they give you blankets because it probably will be cold. I mean, I had done it in October and it was cold, so it's probably going to be cold. But the really cool thing is that it could be snowing, which would be amazing if it was.
I told you I'm going to call in all my favors for snow. So that's that. But yeah, it's a really neat stretch of the river. And if you're not bold enough to sit outside under a blanket, you could also sit in the observation room, which is heated and glassed in.
Yeah.
That's where I will be. Once you get to Rüdesheim, again, another Christmas market. They all have something unique. You may be thinking, because I did, that they're all going to be the same things, but each one of these towns has something that they're known for and really specialize in. I happen to know that it's for Christmas decorations and things too, but I also know that every one of these towns has a pastry that they're famous for, which is, if you like pastries as much as I do, that's really neat. But so all these little towns have interesting, unique little things that make them different from the place you were the day before. Let me go back one again. Mechanical Instrument Museum. I will throw that out for the music lovers in the bunch. Off to Heidelberg and Speyer for the next stop.
And what's that called, Joel?
According to Google, it's, what did I say it was? Ludwigshafen. So Heidelberg is easier, so we'll stick with that. But you have a choice here to do Heidelberg or Speyer. And the cool thing about these is this is more medieval traditions and those kinds of things, which is
everyone should bring an empty carry-on suitcase, because you're going to be getting all these Christmas ornaments which are breakable, and you don't want to put them in the hold of the plane. So that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, I probably will have to take an extra one for someone who likes to shop. Yeah, so I just love these little pictures of these towns, just adorable. Off to Strasbourg, capital of Noel. This is the oldest Christmas market, which is really cool. Half timbered houses and sparkling streets. Again,
so yeah. Oh, the other thing is, so in this cruise, we go from Holland to Germany to France to Switzerland. So you're taking 4 countries off your bucket list.
Me? Very cool. Yeah, just so you know, very cool. Yeah. So yeah, that's this, I think, because of it's been around so long, I think this one to me will feel the most historic, which if you don't know, I just love all these historic buildings and historic cultures and all the things that go along with it, and seeing life and understanding from a different perspective. So this is the stop I'm really looking forward to the most. And then off to
Breisach.
Black Forest. You can do an optional visit. This is clearly not a Christmas picture.
No.
But this is Germany's gateway to the Black Forest. What?
Spelled wrong. Sorry. Forest is spelled wrong.
Well, not if you're Forrest Gump.
Oh, that's true. Okay.
Anyway, that's all I got to say about that. Anyway, you could tootle around here on the excursions. There's always a walking tour, or you can opt to do Colmar. I think I would stick in here if it was me, but that's really it. So we blew through this itinerary. These are the stops on the most popular Christmas market cruises, and then you end in Basel, where
it will be snowing.
Where it will be snowing, but you get off the boat in the morning, and you either pack it up and head home, or you can stay a few extra days.
There's a post excursion to Lake Lucerne, which I'm sure I'm going to do. I never did that.
Right. So lots of options there. Basel's a cool town. I might want to, if I don't do the cruise extension, I may want to stay an extra day just to tootle around this city, because really by the time you get off and hop to the airport, you won't get a chance to really look around very much. And there's a lot of reasons that we love AMA Waterways. But in any case, in chartering the AMA Siena for December 2nd to 9, 2027, we have arranged to have the full drink package. So wine, beer, cocktails all day, all the time, at dinner, for breakfast, anytime in between. I'll see you at the bar. We've decided to include all of the gratuities. That means for the staff, for the cruise manager, for the tour guides, for the drivers who are taking us around if we're on a bus. There is no extra money out of pocket except for what you buy at Christmas markets. So that's that. Wi-Fi is going to be included. And we've also arranged for everybody to have one evening of the specialty dining called Chef's Table, which is like 78 courses. I think it might be 7 actually,
Yeah,
but
7 courses.
7
But
courses.
it's amazing.
It's unbelievable. It's paired with wine. The chefs come out and talk to you, explain what it is that you're eating. One thing we didn't talk about with River Cruise, all the food is locally sourced, so it's all specific to the region that you're sailing in. And the wine too is all local, so you're really getting a great experience and really get to be part of. Feel like you didn't just cross off something on your list of places to go, but really got the full experience of what it's like there and what the people are like. So, yeah, so that's that. So officially, this goes on sale. This particular
1st.
sailing goes on sale
Thursday.
May 1st. That's in just a couple of days. And so we wanted to give you a preview of what it was going to be like. And so contractually, we cannot mention the prices except to say that we chartered this before 2027 season was even open. And because they don't have any pricing for 2027, they gave us a discount on 2026 prices. So
with everything included,
with
it's
everything
still
included.
20% less than published rates in 2026.
Mm-hmm. So I can't imagine that prices are going to go down. They never do for 2027. I can't imagine that it's going to get cheaper. So we've locked in the lowest possible rates for Christmas markets 2027 before they're even available anywhere yet. So this is going to go.
What is the small deposit?
We'll get to it. This is going to be on sale Thursday. We expect that it's going to sell out very quickly. There's 3 franchise owners. We've all partnered, and we all have an allotment of rooms. We think it's going to sell fast. So if you would like to make sure you get a room, we should talk tomorrow.
Yes, please call us tomorrow.
And we can tell you more about the pricing in a non-public venue, and we can get you pre-registered so that you have a spot on May 1st. The deposit is $400 a person.
And
right?
Rooms are double occupancy.
Double occupancy, 2
So
people in a room.
If you don't know who your roommate is, what do you suggest people do? Pay the $800?
Pay the $800 and find a friend. You have 2 years.
Yeah.
You got it figured out. So
you have to pay it in the balance is due in August of 2027. So
you have plenty of time to find a roommate and also pay it off for those of us who have to worry about such things. And of course, I mentioned it earlier, if you can't do this particular Christmas market cruise with us, of course, we have tons of others on every cruise line that sails in Europe, and we're happy to help you plan to come with us or to do another one at your convenience. So here's our contact information where you can find us. You can call us. You can go to the website at this website address, jjtravelassociates.com/christmasmarkets2027, where you'll see more details of everything. So that's that. Let me stop sharing my screen and see what's happening. All right, let's see.
The more wine, the better. I like
Yes,
that. Whoever said that.
I'm with you. The more wine, yeah, that's always a win
Yes,
in my
I will be
universe.
outside in the snow too, Jessica.
Let's see.
Oh, the post-cruise extension is in Lake Lucerne in Switzerland. But when you call us, I can go over all that.
Yeah, there's a pre-cruise option too, if you want to spend a couple extra days in Amsterdam, which you should do. Amsterdam is one of my favorite places. I have really cool stories about the last time we were there. So if you want to hear those, we should talk.
Oh, the one other thing we didn't talk about is this does not include airfare. So we can help you with airfare. we wouldn't be able to even talk about airfare right now because it is so far away. But we can definitely help you do that. And at the bare minimum, I would want you to fly in on December 1st, landing on December 1st. So you have one night in Amsterdam. So I'm not worried about if you're going to miss the boat.
Perfect. All details we can cover when you call us to make your reservation. The video from Christine is really cute.
Yes,
I'm sorry
so
that
sorry.
no one could hear it. I'm going to post it on socials, and I'll send a link to it too, because she's just adorable.
We can also can we send a link to the specific people who are here?
Yes, we can.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes, we can. Okay. Anybody else have any questions? Otherwise, we're going to wrap it up, and we'll look forward to talking to you all tomorrow to get you reserved to come and sail with us in 2027. And I guess that's it.
You're welcome. Someone is typing.
Someone is typing. Well, wait a minute. You are very welcome. We will see you all very soon, and we'll talk to you tomorrow, we hope, and we'll see you on the Christmas markets in 2027. Thanks so much.
Bye.